Things get worse before they get better. This is a basic principle of existence, of life, but this is something that a lot of people ignore. And when life starts getting hard, when they start going through turmoil and discomfort, they look at it as life is just bad, certain people are evil, or things just aren't good. When someone is renovating or remodeling a house, what often happens is they're taking out old furniture, old appliances, they're knocking down old walls, and they're redoing everything. Why? They're getting rid of all of the old stuff that no longer serves the house, that can no longer go with it as it elevates, as it levels up. And in order for the house to level up, all of the old things have to go, and that's replaced with new things, with better things. And then in the end, the house is much better than it ever was to begin with. When you are repainting a car, you have to strip down and remove all the old paint, sand the car down, do body work and all this stuff. And in that process, the car is very dusty looking. It looks very dirty. It's all different colors sometimes because of the body work, and there's metal showing, and the car itself looks very raggedy. But all that is part of the process. And then once the car is thoroughly cleaned and everything's masked off and it's repainted with the new finish or the new paint job, the car looks much better than the condition it originally rolled into the shop with its faded paint or paint that was peeling or whatever else. And this same logic applies to you. If people are falling away from your life, they're starting to ghost you, or let's say you're cutting communication with certain people because you see that they aren't aligned with you and who you are and where you're going. Or let's say that you lost a job, a relationship you were in for a while faded away. Instead of just looking at this stuff as bad, instead of looking at the individuals themselves as evil, or just seeing it as your life is falling into pieces, look at it as the process of becoming something new, something greater. It's just like a caterpillar when it goes into a cocoon. The caterpillar eats and then it goes into this cocoon, and the cocoon looks like a mess. You see this silk, or it looks like a web, and they go in it and they're sitting and they're in this spot of, it seems like they're just doing nothing, like they're being a bum. But they're not just hanging around. After they go through that transformation, what happens? They come out as a beautiful butterfly. So what happens in life oftentimes is that you are awakened to the truth. You're awakened to a greater understanding in life, and you realize the friends that you thought were friends really don't have your back. The person you were in a relationship with, you guys are two completely different people. Or the job that you were working was just toxic. And once all these things fade away, don't look at it as destruction. Look at it as the beginning or the stepping stone into going into a greater reality where you have a much better quality of life that's aligned with you. And another thing I would like to add is that comfort kills. And I don't want people to twist this out of context. I'm not talking like these self-help coaches who want to tell you that you got to grind 24/7. You always got to be working, blah, blah, blah. Just like the analogy I gave with the caterpillar into the butterfly, there is a time where you need to be resting. There's a time when you need to be relaxing, and comfort helps you. Love helps you. All these things heal, but everything has a purpose and a place. Darkness and light are both teachers, and they're both here to help you grow. So in the discomfort, it allows you to grow. In the suffering, in the pain, in the hardships, in the betrayal, it allows you to see people and things for what they are, or to raise to a higher level of understanding where you're able to see on both sides of the fence, or the lessons that you were supposed to learn in that specific scenario. The bodybuilder doesn't get strong by sitting on the couch and eating McDonald's all day and playing video games and just hanging out. The tattoo artist doesn't become a skilled professional by just watching YouTube videos all day and thinking and dreaming about how he's going to accomplish his next project. The boxer doesn't become the best in the ring by just being with his girlfriend or his wife all day and making love to her. So yes, through the hardships, through the pain, through the sweat, through the tears, you are getting better, and comfort does have a place. But too much comfort, just like the phrase where it says too much of anything is a bad thing, too much comfort will ruin you. And in the same light, too much pain, too much hardship, too much betrayal will ruin you as well. But there has to be a balance. But the point of this video is that if you're in a season where old things are falling away, old relationships, old friendships, old habits, old environments, and all these things are starting to disappear, instead of looking at it as being bad, instead of looking at things as your life is falling apart, look at it as your life is falling together. Anytime I enter into a wilderness season or isolation season or a season where I start feeling the urge or the need to sell some things off, to get rid of things, or if I'm directly led to disconnect from a person because I've been given signs that that person isn't aligned, I don't look at it as being bad. And I'm not saying just to disconnect from everybody and everything in your life just because. And I'm not by any means telling anybody that certain people or things are not aligned. You have to know what's aligned for you based on your intuition and your discernment, which comes from within.